Dracula, Prisoner of Frankenstein, directed by Jesus Franco. We have music by Bruno Nicole. Dracula, played by Howard Vernon, bites a woman. We see Mary, played by Pace Gaudabon, poorly painting a blue sky. I really like this close-up shot of the concrete stairs. It makes me feel claustrophobic. Next, we have this really weird moment where a man screams, then looks at the camera. Have this to say, did I do a good job?
Ah!
Parody moment 1. This man pierces her eye with a silver nail, so she's no longer a vampire. I really like the close-up of the eye shot here. What? There's Native Americans in this movie? That never comes back into the film. We see Louis Bourdieu playing Morpho. I guess that's the name of Dracula's henchman. He's doing the henchback role, and he's acting really goofy. Parody moment number 2. The music done by Bruno Nicole is really good, having both an eerie feeling and a magical feeling, with the doom music and the twinkle noises. Pace Galbanon's acting might be a bit over the top for some in this scene, but I think it's pretty good. We see Frankenstein, and his scars appear to be drawn on by a red marker. Parody moment number 3. A parody of the costumes in Hammer horror films. We see this really long, almost 3-minute scene of Josanna Gilbert dancing, and it seems like she's doing like a Canadian foreign language. It might be German, I don't know. And she like pulls up her shirt to a fat guy. It's really weird.
Ça va, quand tu verras mes fesses, il te faudra 8 jours pour t'en remettre. Il te faudra 8 jours pour t'en remettre.
We see Frankenstein, played by Dennis Price, lift her up. I guess he's way mad in this film, like Frankenstein is portrayed in all movies. Yes, Frankenstein chose her as his bride by picking her up, so she gets electrocuted and turned into another Frankenstein. This shit is weird. And there's a bat being drowned by blood, a real bat. Is like full animal cruelty on screen and sexual harassment. This is strange stuff. Oh wait, he doesn't turn her into a bride of Frankenstein. He just burns her. This is obviously a satirical satire on how sexy Hammer films are by burning a sex dancer. But Jesus Franco's films are even more sexy than Hammer films, so he is being a hypocrite, and he is not actually against sex as we've seen in other movies. He uses sexuality all the time in his films. We see Anna Libbert playing a woman vampire sucking the blood of another woman, freaking hot. But she doesn't turn to a vampire yet. She just starts singing tunes to herself. I don't know what's going on. She starts going crazy, so the doctor starts tying her up. Again, Jesus Franco, well, I guess there's an excuse for this fetish scene because he is going insane. Dracula bites her. Is she going to turn to a vampire now? Frankenstein starts hitting people. This is the angriest I've ever seen Frankenstein in a film. I mean, in other movies, he's just kind of dumb and angry sometimes, and this movie is always angry. Is that another parody moment? The doctor electrocutes them, and then they turn to vampires? Do they only turn to vampires when they get electrocuted? Is this blending the Frankenstein and the Dracula myths together? Louis Bardot plays three characters in this movie. I'll talk about another character later. He plays a hunchback and another vampire. Why are these people being electrocuted? Just gonna have a quick shot of that, whatever. Wait, he was being turned into a vampire, so they can also turn into vampires from being electrocuted. And she starts playing with Ash. Like the Ash is saying her messages that he must kill Frankenstein. The hunchback gets bitten by a bat and turns into a vampire. We've always seen the hunchback as a vampire. Can't explain it now, movie. Americans come back to wake her up. Now the Native Americans are coming back into the film, like they're having something to do with the mythos or something. Louis Bardot was playing Dracula, Hunchback, and a werewolf. He is turned into a werewolf family for no reason. Like this movie had to shove in a parody of Hammer werewolf films. So the werewolf and Frankenstein start fighting. This movie wanted to be werewolf versus Frankenstein and Frankenstein versus Dracula. But we never see a fight between Frankenstein and Dracula, which is really weird because this movie is sometimes called Dracula versus Frankenstein. This is false advertising. And we see a priest sew a cross to both Frankenstein and the vampires, which kills them. I guess if it works for one monster, it works for all of them. That's Dracula, Prisoner of Frankenstein. This movie is both a homage to silent German horror films and a parody of Hammer horror films, since Jesus Franco did not respect Hammer horror films as much as old German silent films, so he was making fun of Hammer horror films in this film. This film is absolutely crazy and insane, but I do appreciate the more visual storytelling, I guess, but still an insane movie that makes almost no sense. I kind of recommend it for how insane it is. It's on Tubi. Bye.